Whew. Well, that will certainly wake you up on a Sunday morning. Happy Sunday and happy Father's Day, everyone. Yeah, I normally do a whoa as I go in, but it's actually very early this morning, so don't want to wake anyone up. How early is it? It's not even 6:30 in the morning. Yeah, it's so awesome that it's this bright out at 6:30 in the morning. Okay, so let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness, because there's a lot to do. There is a lot to talk about today. Holy cow! So I would say that my low was. Sorry, my low is water in my ear. I would say that my low is there was one of the things I went to yesterday. I really wasn't able to stay for that long. In fact, I completely missed the actual event that was going on at said place I went to. But I have a very good reason for it. I think of it, every place I went to, for some rhyme or reason, could constitute as a low if I were to really think about it. But actually, let me do a better job drawing off my legs. There we go. Man, I hate it when I get water in my ear. It's crazy. Got my green towel on. I'm sorry, I can't find that rainbow towel at all. So I would say that my low was, like, except for one of the events I went to, every place I went to, I couldn't stay that long. But I'll get to that in a second. My high was all the places I went to yesterday. And my act of kindness was at one of the places I went to yesterday. I was able to get something for my 3 nephews. Okay, so where do we start? Actually, let me move back just a little bit. There we go. And let me... There. Alright, so where to start? Well, let's start with the first thing. See, the big thing I really needed to go to yesterday was actually the celebration of life for a cousin of mine who passed away earlier this year. Her name was Jackie Graham. Specifically, my grandmother and her mother were sisters. That's how we're related. And I knew for weeks ahead of time, I knew it was going to happen yesterday. But it was going to be like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It took place on, called the Showboat Hotel, Motel? I'm sorry. It was Showboat in the beginning of it. In the beginning of where it is. Or Showboat Lodge, maybe? Maybe that's what it was called. Anyway, it was going to take place at 1 o'clock. And the problem was, like, what was I going to do all morning? Coincidentally, and luckily, the annual Watkins Glen Waterfront Festival and Cardboard Boat Regatta, wow, that's a mouthful, was also happening yesterday. Since both events were happening on the same day in nearly the same place, it made sense for me to kill some time to go to the regatta for a while. And then I would simply go to the celebration of life later. So I go to the regatta first. I had never been to the regatta before. First time ever going to the regatta. And yeah, I'm gonna just refer to it as the regatta because again, that was a mouthful. And you know what? Honestly, I'm kicking myself that I haven't gone all this time. Because wow, is it a really cool place. I mean, well, full stop. I've been to that area before. Specifically, it was at the Harbor Hotel in Watkins Glen on Seneca Lake. I mean, the last time I was at the harbor was Easter of 2023 when my family went there for Easter brunch. That's the last time my family and I have ever been there. So, yeah, I guess I was about due to head back. And I get there, and they say, yo, you can't park here. I had to park 2 blocks away from the event. I was actually kind of worried I'd get a ticket where I was parked at. That's how crazy it is. So with that in mind, I stayed there for a while, and I mean, it was great seeing all the vendors and all the cardboard boats that were being made. Some were even made by like high school students. But I mean, it's an opportunity for the community to support local. I mean, how awesome is that, right? How do you, I mean, what's wrong with that? Hold on, I'm getting like a, oh, hold on, sorry. Actually, no, sorry, I'm getting a text message. Let me, sorry, I'm getting like this really crazy text message. I'll answer as soon as I get done here. Let's see. So I stay there for a while. I don't stay for very long though, because I have to go to the celebration of life. Sorry, that text message is really bothering me. I'm getting a text message for something that I shouldn't have to worry about, but whatever. I'll get to that later. This is more important. So I get to the Showboat Lodge for the celebration of life, and it was honestly a very beautiful experience. So I get there for a while, and it was just nice seeing family I haven't seen in a long time. Which, I mean, unfortunately, life does get in the way of a lot of things. And sadly, because of that, you know, you're not able to see family or friends that you really would want to see. It sucks that way. But it's what happens. But even when it does happen, it really does make things all the more special when you're able to see each other again and you're able to catch up and reminisce. Especially when it was about my cousin Jackie, again, who passed away. So as I was as I was there, it was great. It was seeing some cousins again. I stayed until about almost 4:30. I knew I was gonna go to church in Penn at 5:30 because you can actually get from the Showboat Lodge to Penyan fairly quickly. It took me about just under 20 minutes. And I had some time to kill. So I went to this one concert that was going on at the Laurentide Beer Company. And, yeah, I know. I went back to the LBC. Crazy, right? And I saw this one performer called Jordan Uffret, or Ufret. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's Ufret. Or is it Fernando Uffret? Fernando Uffret, that's his name. And he's really good and really funny. Like, he does a mean Eric Cartman impression. And he's also a really good singer, so he's actually able to do the Eric Cartman impression as he's singing. It was actually really funny and really entertaining, and I actually had never seen that in real life before. And it was great. Although it was funny, because since church started at 5:30, I got to Laurentide Beer Company at just a little bit before 10 of 5. So I get there. Basically, I go to Laurentide Beer Company for a little while, go to church, and then I go back to Laurentide for a little while longer. And yeah, man, it was a really great day. I mean, I guess I really couldn't talk about yesterday without giving a huge congratulations to Horseheads softball and Horseheads baseball. The girls made it to the state final, and the softball made it to the state final, and the boys won the state final. Baseball won the state final. Yeah, softball didn't win, but you know what? That's awesome. It's incredibly awesome. It makes me so happy that, I'm a Horseheads Blue Raider. Not to mention, the baseball coach for Horseheads was going to retire after this season. What a way to end this. This guy was the baseball coach back when I was there. So that's a good 17 years ago. And his final game coaching Horseheads, they win states. That's crazy. But it's also pretty flippin' awesome. I was up here because of Celebration of Life, but I have a lot of friends that went to the game up at Binghamton University, and they had a blast. It's awesome. If only it was a weekend I wasn't up here, but you know what? I only get so many Cuca Lake days a year. I only get to do so many Cuca Lake videos a year. I gotta get them while I can. Which reminds me, I'd be a fool not to take time in this lake video to not wish any and all fathers a happy Father's Day. See, I'm actually going to a friend of mine's daughter's quinceañera this morning. It's at 10:30, hence why I'm up so early. And I'm not really going to get a chance to see my family today. As such, I got my Father's Day gift. I gave my Father's Day gift to my dad last night. Nothing made. Well, I got him a card and got him a bag of peanut M&Ms and a bag of Hershey's Kisses, because my dad really likes chocolate. And it was great. It's great they got to see my family. It's good. It's great they got to be up here. In fact, my act of kindness was helping my parents watch my nephews last night. And it was a lot of fun. Also, at the Regatta, there was one booth and vendor I went to. And it was basically one of those Wheel of Fortune spin wheel things, and it landed on trivia and I had to answer a trivia question. I sort of got the question right, but they gave it... Basically, I got 3 lollipops for my nephews. That was my act of kindness. In case you're wondering what it was, the question is, what do you leave behind the more you take? And my first instinct was a hole, when the answer is footsteps. Because the more footsteps you take, the more footsteps you leave behind. And then like, oh, a hole is something that gets bigger the more you take away. That's what it is. Oh, silly me. But yeah, man. I mean, honestly, if it was really nice, the weather held out too. Like, there was supposed to be a chance of rain. We didn't get any rain. And hopefully it won't rain today. Which I would really hope that's not... Hope that's the case. Hope it doesn't rain, because I would want any dads, granddads, great-granddads, Goddads, Dogdads, Catdads, or any fellas that are looked to as dads to enjoy their day today. This is your day. You know, Mother's Day, that was back in May. Today is Father's Day. This is your day. If you fall under any of the aforementioned categories I just said, this day is for you. And really couldn't offer much except for what I gave to my dad, but hopefully this view of Cuca Lake will be enough. I hope you all like this video. If you like, subscribe to YouTube channel, on social media. As always, I'm very humble. This video for all you guys watching. Joe, we have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And remember, if you guys wanted to talk, channel, we get Lenny knows back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.